Olusegun Bangbose, National Coordinator Concerned Advocate for Good Governance, has told those calling for the probe of the national leader of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Bola Tinubu, to stop wasting their time. According to Bangbose, the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari cannot investigate Tinubu. Recall that recently thousands of Nigerians, led by Reno Omokre, former aide to ex-President Goodluck Jonathan, signed a petition on social media calling on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to investigate and probe Tinubu in respect of his use of bullion van during the 2019 general election. Bangbose said the move was an effort in futility. The petitioners are accusing Tinubu of contravening the Money Laundering Prohibition Act of 2011 by having bullion vans ferry alleged large sums of money into his house on the eve of the 2019 presidential election. It will be recalled that on the eve of the 2019 presidential elections, drone imagery showed bullion vans ferrying suspected monies into the former Lagos governor's Bodilon residence. And speaking in an interview on GCFRNG, Tinubu, a former senator, was asked if the bullion vans ferried money or ballots. The APC national chairman replied, "Is it my money or government's money? I don't work for the government. Even if I have money to spend in my premises, what is your headache?" And Bangbose noted that as far as the APC government is concerned, Tinubu is a sacred cow and is certainly above being probed or prosecuted by the highly dreaded EFCC. You can take this to the bank. It should be noted that several groups had in the last 1 year submitted petitions to EFCC demanding Tinubu's probe, all to no avail, he said in a chat with GCFRNG on Saturday. He said when it comes to probe and or prosecution, Tinubu is above it as far as the APC government is concerned. Come to think of it, Tinubu possibly used the money to prosecute the presidential election of which Buhari might be the beneficiary. It's only God that can probe or prosecute Tinubu. Reno should not waste his resources to embark on an impossible and unrealistic venture. It's only a daydreamer that we envisage that EFCC will probe or prosecute Tinubu under the APC government. It is a joke of the century. It won't happen. The APC government is practicing selective justice. When Ganduje, Kano State governor, was caught on camera with dollars, was EFCC able to probe or prosecute him? The answer is obvious. He said, "My happiness is that God is never a respecter of personalities. He remains the ultimate judge. Reno should just forget his impossible mission. Bola Tinubu is untouchable." So guys, I talked about these 16,000 signatures, that have signed petition concerning this probe. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work based on what has been happening in the country. If you are in a good book of any government of the day, nothing is going to happen to you. Nothing, unless maybe you cross your boundary. In as much you see maintain everybody, you are still together, everybody is still flanging together, nothing will happen. It's a selective corruption fight that we are into, this regime is practicing. So I said it is not going to work, and that's just it. From now to eternity, if you like, write all the petitions in this whole world. Let the world developed countries, let them write petition. Nothing. It won't happen. It will never happen. It will never happen. But that does not mean people should not talk about it. But if one is expecting Buhari government or EFCC to do that, it's a joke. Just like he said, it is what everybody knows. But that does not make it right. For the father say he's untouchable, everybody knows what it means. Saying that he is untouchable, it can be proved. It cannot. And a lot of them, just like Ibori too now, you know what happened to Ibori? The same thing. He was mighty and whatever. But at the end of the day, he just walked into his own jail in the UK. He used his leg to just walk into it, and he pleaded guilty. You think if it were to be in Nigeria, he will plead guilty. Even before then, a lot of charges against Ibori that time. The court, they threw everything into the lagoon. He was discharged and acquitted. But most of all the things he was accused in Nigeria, he got to the UK, he pleaded guilty. So what happened? So these people who think they are so powerful, it's unfortunate that they don't know that it is not even anybody saying anything or doing anything. They will just walk into their own, into the net by themselves. So there's no need to bother. But it's unfortunate that those who are going to be suffering for this, their acts, will continue to suffer unless it's going to be a self-deliverance. You're going to deliver yourself. If it's not survival of the fittest, but the most important thing, you do the right thing so that you not say because of survival of the fittest, you go and dip your hands into what you are not supposed to do, dip your hand into. Because believe you me, if you go and involve yourself in any small crime, say they will use you to shine. They will use you as a scapegoat. Just do your best. If you know what to do, if it's not, you know that you're going to call on God, and with your little efforts, God will help you. Survival defeated, so you continue to struggle, but don't go and say, oh, me too, I want to go and do what is not right. They will catch you and they will use you as an example. All those big ones, they won't do anything to them. All of them have been jumping and they'll be escaping all these punishments. But to them, they believe that it's their money, their connection. But let's see how it will end. So just like Bangbosha said, and that is what everybody, all Nigerians know. But if we continue to talk about it, even if they are not going to do anything, we'll continue to talk about it. Let people begin to continue to know that what is not good is not good. What is wrong is wrong. Well, hope the name of Tinubu will not send his political rivals to their early grave, as anyone, even democracy, has been able to identify the content of the bullion van. Better engage yourselves in profitable ventures. See, you see, there are some of their supporters. He say whether somebody confirm it. When the man said it himself, I don't think whether these people think. Those are the people that will be cheering them in. They will think that they are fans. These are the people that want things to turn around. Just even yesterday when I talked about Reno Mokre, championing this whole thing. I said even in their own government, he was working under Goodluck Jonathan's government. At the end of the day, too, we know what happened. Was he able to criticize the government of the wrongdoings? No, everybody will keep quiet. So that is what we are experiencing now. And it will continue to be like that, because those who are going to be benefiting from any government of the day, those people will be there. They will stand on their feet to defend the government. So that is why you see that the masses cannot even come together. They can't work together. They can't cooperate to say no to this, because there will be some people who will be benefiting from the government of the day, and that will make it so difficult. Because at times I was in the school of thought that, oh yes, maybe the suffering has not gotten to the peak. If the suffering gets to the peak, maybe we'll be able to reason well. But later I discovered that no, why some people will be richer, some people will continue to be poorer. So some people will continue to be on the side. There must be people that will be on the side of the government of the day, and those people will not allow things to work, to frustrate the other citizens. So that is just the way it is. You can imagine this person saying, oh, whether anybody knew the content in that bullion van. And someone is responding, say, my friend, asking if anyone knows what was inside the van is like asking when you see Yahoo guy with laptop or an armed robber with gun. Needless to ask if the laptop have been used for fraud or the gun used to rob. They all need to probe. What everyone is saying is probe him first to know what was inside the van, or is he above the law? Yes, it's above the law, just like we know. Did you hear what Tinubu said on that day when he was interviewed? They are asking this particular person who is making such statement that who knows, can anybody pinpoint what was inside the bullion van? And so there's a response to that. Did you hear what Tinubu said on that day when he was interviewed? He said he was free to transport his money in whatever way he likes. What other evidence do you need to know that Tinubu owes the money? Okay, so they know, the people who are asking this question, they know, but they just want to divert attention. They know the truth, but they're just economical with it. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know your thoughts.